Once considered a quiet and remote outpost in global politics, Greenland rarely made headlines or factored into the daily calculations of world powers. For decades, its icy landscapes and small population seemed far removed from the centers of international intrigue. But today, Greenland is suddenly at the very center of Washington's strategic thinking. Its unique position on the map, bridging North America and Europe, has become impossible to ignore. This vast, ice-covered island, which is an autonomous territory of Denmark, has become crucial not just for its geography, but also for its immense untapped resources, ranging from rare earth minerals to oil and gas reserves. These resources are drawing the attention of global powers eager to secure future supply chains. As Arctic ice melts at an unprecedented rate, new shipping lanes are opening up, making the region more accessible than ever before. This transformation is turning the Arctic into a new arena for great power competition as nations race to exploit mineral wealth and control vital maritime routes. Russia and China are moving quickly, investing billions in building icebreakers, establishing military bases, and constructing new infrastructure. Their growing presence is forcing the U.S. to urgently reassess its own role and capabilities in the Arctic. For Washington, Greenland is now seen as a strategic linchpin. Its proximity to the Arctic Ocean and key sea lanes offers the U.S. a critical vantage point for both defense and commerce. Control or influence in Greenland means the ability to monitor naval movements, track rival powers, and project American power throughout the high north, a region once considered inaccessible. The debate in Washington has shifted dramatically. It's no longer a question of if the U.S. should act, but how fast it can move to secure its interests and outpace its competitors. Recent diplomatic moves, high-level meetings with Denmark, and congressional hearings all point to one thing: Greenland is now a top-tier national security issue for the United States. Understanding this dramatic shift is essential for anyone hoping to grasp the future of American power and influence in the Arctic. The region's fate will be shaped by decisions made in Washington today. The stakes could not be higher. The choices made now will determine not only the balance of power in the Arctic, but also the extent of U.S. influence for decades to come. Greenland is no longer a distant curiosity or a blank spot on the map. It's a central piece on the 21st century's geopolitical chessboard, where every move counts. The question is no longer whether the U.S. will engage in Greenland, but how it will secure its interests and adapt to this rapidly changing, high-stakes landscape at the top of the world. When Donald Trump proposed buying Greenland in 2019, the world scoffed. The idea seemed outlandish, even absurd, to many observers, and quickly became the subject of late-night jokes and international headlines. Yet, beneath the surface, Trump's proposal wasn't just a real estate fantasy. It was a bold move that forced people to reconsider Greenland's place on the global stage. But the idea spotlighted Greenland's strategic value. As the Arctic ice melts, new shipping lanes are opening, and Greenland's location is becoming more important than ever for global trade and military strategy. Trump's blunt approach reframed the issue. Greenland isn't just land, it's a geopolitical asset. Its vast natural resources, including rare earth minerals, and its proximity to both North America and Europe, make it a key player in the 21st century power game. He saw the island as a way to counter China and Russia, secure resources, and gain a foothold in a region that's rapidly becoming a new frontier for global competition. For Trump, cementing U.S. military presence in Greenland wasn't just about defense. It was about projecting American power and influence in a changing world. While the idea of buying territory echoes past U.S. expansions, Greenland is different. It's home to a proud people with their own government and aspirations. Greenlanders have a unique culture and a growing sense of national identity, and their voices matter in any discussion about the island's future. The notion of being bought is deeply offensive to Greenlanders and Danes alike. It touches on painful histories of colonialism and raises questions about sovereignty and self-determination. Trump's proposal, though unrealistic, forced Washington to take Greenland seriously. It sparked new conversations in the halls of power about America's role in the Arctic and the importance of building lasting relationships in the region. The real challenge now is building a partnership that respects Greenland's autonomy while advancing U.S. interests. This means listening to Greenlandic leaders, supporting sustainable development, and finding common ground. Outright purchase is off the table. Engagement must be based on respect and cooperation. Only through mutual understanding can both sides benefit from Greenland's unique position in the world. The future lies in partnership, not ownership. By working together, the U.S. and Greenland can shape a new chapter in Arctic relations, one built on trust, respect, and shared opportunity. The U.S. focus on Greenland is a direct response to Russia and China's growing ambitions in the Arctic. As the polar ice melts and new opportunities emerge, the region is becoming a stage for global competition, with the U.S. determined not to fall behind. Russia is rapidly militarizing the region, reopening Soviet-era bases, deploying advanced air defenses, and maintaining the world's largest fleet of icebreakers. Their goal is clear: to control vital shipping lanes, secure untapped natural resources, and project power across the Arctic. China, though not an Arctic state, is investing heavily in infrastructure and scientific research. Through its ambitious Polar Silk Road initiative, China seeks to expand its influence, gain access to new trade routes, and secure a foothold in the region's future. Chinese companies are targeting Greenland's valuable mines and strategic ports, raising serious concerns in the West about Beijing's intentions and the possibility of establishing long-term strategic footholds in the Arctic. Together, Russia and China are positioning themselves to dominate Arctic resources and control critical sea lanes, directly challenging the interests of the U.S. and its allies in this increasingly contested region. The U.S. can no longer afford to treat the Arctic as a low priority. With rivals advancing, American presence and investment in the region are more important than ever. Losing influence here risks being locked out of a region that is vital for security, trade, and future economic growth. The stakes are higher than ever before. Greenland now stands as the front line in this new era of great power competition, its strategic location making it a key battleground for influence and control. The future of the Arctic will be shaped by those who act decisively today. The choices made now will determine who leads in this rapidly changing region for decades to come. Senator Lindsey Graham's recent support for deeper U.S. engagement with Greenland marks a turning point. He frames Greenland as a national security issue, warning against Chinese investment in critical minerals. Graham's endorsement moves the debate from fringe to mainstream, signaling bipartisan interest in Arctic strategy. His focus on countering China resonates across party lines, making action more likely in Congress. Democrats may reject a purchase, but support stronger partnerships and environmental protections. Graham's intervention broadens the debate, increasing the odds of real policy change. The Arctic is now a serious priority for both parties. This could be the moment that shapes America's Arctic future. The Arctic contest isn't just about ships and bases. It's also about digital infrastructure. The FCC Chair recently warned Congress about the risks of Chinese firms building Greenland's 5G and subsea cables. Whoever controls these networks gains leverage and intelligence capabilities. A Chinese-built network could enable espionage or disruption in a crisis, threatening U.S. and NATO security. The U.S. is pushing for trusted vendors to build Greenland's digital backbone. This is a whole-of-government effort. Security now includes technology and data. The FCC's testimony highlights the need for Western investment in Greenland's communications. Congress is being urged to act before rivals gain a digital foothold. The battle for Greenland is as much about data as territory. Securing digital infrastructure is now a strategic necessity. Greenland's rise on the U.S. agenda is forcing Congress to connect foreign policy, security, and technology. Committees are coordinating on everything from new consulates to Coast Guard icebreakers and telecom regulations. Congress is moving away from the idea of a purchase, focusing instead on partnership and investment. The risks of inaction are clear. If the U.S. doesn't step up, China could fill the gap. Lawmakers are crafting policies that strengthen ties while respecting Greenland's autonomy. The challenge is to be assertive without being overbearing. America's Arctic future depends on smart, sustained congressional action. Amid global power plays, Greenland's own voice is crucial. With just 56,000 people, Greenland seeks economic independence and sustainable development. Foreign investment is welcome, but not at any cost. Environmental and social concerns matter. The halted Chinese-backed mining project shows Greenland's commitment to sovereignty and sustainability. Greenland wants partners who respect its autonomy and support its growth. The idea of being bought is rejected, but genuine partnership is embraced. U.S. investment in education, research, and infrastructure would be welcomed. The best American policy empowers Greenland, not controls it. America's renewed focus on Greenland brings both opportunity and risk. The U.S. can become the partner of choice by investing in infrastructure, education, and green tech. Helping Greenland develop rare earth minerals would diversify supply chains and counter China's dominance. But heavy-handed tactics or talk of purchase could backfire, alienating both Greenland and Denmark. U.S. policy must balance assertiveness with respect for local autonomy. Over-militarization risks escalating tensions with Russia and China. The goal: build a coalition, not a client state. America must lead with cooperation, not coercion. The Arctic's future depends on careful, strategic engagement. The U.S. has a chance to set the tone for peaceful Arctic governance. Greenland's sudden prominence is no accident. It's the result of climate change and renewed great power rivalry. Trump's overtures, Graham's support, and the FCC's warnings all point to one reality: the U.S. can't ignore the Arctic. Russia and China's moves make inaction a liability. The emerging consensus favors partnership with Greenland, not purchase. Supporting Greenland's development and autonomy is the best way to secure U.S. interests. The stakes: shipping lanes, resources, and military balance in the north. The U.S. must commit to a long-term, proactive Arctic strategy. The question now: will America seize this moment, or let rivals shape the future of the world's last frontier?